Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to use ChatGPT for sending personalized emails on form submission. So I am an owner of a skincare brand and I've created a form with the help of Google Forms, with the help of which I'm collecting my customers' skincare related data. So my objective is that as soon as by any of my potential customers, a form submission is going to be done with the help of Google Forms and they're going to fill in the details of their skincare related data. Automatically, with the help of the details of the form submission, a content should be generated using ChatGPT. A personalized email is going to be generated. And after the content is generated, I want to send the email to my customer who have done the form submission on their Gmail account with the content that is generated using ChatGPT. And for that, we're going to create an automation between all of these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So if you want to learn about this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to use ChatGPT for sending personalized emails on form submission. So I am an owner of a skincare brand that offers range of products targeting different skin types and concerns. When a customer fills out a form describing their skin issue such as dryness, ChatGPT can instantly generate a personalized email for that same customer. This email could include tailored skin tips, product recommendations, and even personalized routine. For example, if a customer mentions that they have an oily skin prone to breakdowns, the email could suggest and provide tips for managing oily skin. This personalized approach not only helps customers feel cared, but also boosts the likelihood of product purchases, turning leads into loyal customers. And we are going to be creating this amazing automation with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to give it as Use ChatGPT for sending personalized emails on form submission. So this is the name that I have given to my workflow. Next, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this arrow. So these are the folders from which I'm going to select Google Forms Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to a workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on Create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Use ChatGPT for sending personalized emails on form submissions, and there are 2 windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. Trigger and Action are the 2 most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these 2 concepts. Over here, Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We're going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Forms. As with the help of Google Forms, I've created a form with the help of which I'm going to collect my customers' skincare details. Okay, so this is the form that I've created with the help of Google Forms, and when they go to do the form submission, I want that Pabbly Connect should capture the response. So that is for the trigger event, I'm going to select it as New Response Received. As whenever a new form submission is going to be done with the help of Google Forms by any of my customers, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we are going to connect Google Forms to Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. Okay, so firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, you need to open the form that you have created with the help of Google Forms, and we're going to connect that form to Pabbly Connect. So this is the form that I've created with the help of Google Forms in the name of Skincare Consultation Form. Okay, and with the help of this form, I'm collecting my customers' skincare details, and we're going to connect this form to Pabbly Connect. For that, what we have to do is we have to click on this responses button right over here. After coming to responses, you can see it says link to sheets. We're going to click on it. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, and over here it is asking for us to select the destination for responses. So now whenever a new response is going to be done with the help of Google Forms by any of my customers, all the responses are going to be saved in a particular destination. For that, you can create a new spreadsheet, or you can select the existing spreadsheet. I want to create a new spreadsheet. For that, I'm going to click on this create button. Okay. As you can see right over here, a spreadsheet has been created in the name of skincare consultation form. So now this spreadsheet is connected to this form that I've created with the help of Google Forms, so that whenever a new response is going to be received, when any of my customers are going to do the submission, automatically the record of that response is going to be created in this spreadsheet right over here. Okay. So what we are going to do is we're going to connect this spreadsheet to Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. So now to connect this spreadsheet to Pabbly Connect, so for that, from this top bar over here, you have to click on this extensions button. Under extensions, click on add-ons and then on get add-ons. A new window is then going to appear in front of you, and on which on the search bar we have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. We're going to click on it. We're going to click on Pabbly Connect webhooks. You can see that I've already installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, so I'm going to move forward. But if you haven't installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, please do install it so that you can connect Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. Okay, as I've already installed, I'm going to move back. After installing, we're going to refresh this page from here. After refreshing the page, you have to click on extensions again. After click on extensions, now you're going to see after installing Pabbly Connect webhooks, it says Pabbly Connect webhooks. We're going to click on it. From these options, you have to click on this initial setup button. After doing that, a dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the webhook URL and the trigger column. For the webhook URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added. So in this spreadsheet, my trigger column is going to be column H, okay, because in this column, the final data is going to be added. So what I'm going to do is for the trigger column, I'm going to write it as column H, and then I'm going to click on the submit button. After clicking on submit, it says setup configured successfully. So now what we are going to do is, as we have added the webhook right over here, now the steps that I'm going to tell you are very important. Click on extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks again. Now from these options, you have to select this send on event right over here. If I'm going to take you back to extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks, you can see a tick mark is in front of send on event. It is very important to click on send on event, so that whenever the data is going to be added in this spreadsheet is going to send that data to Pabbly Connect. That is why it is very important to click on send on event. Okay. As now the spreadsheet is connected to Pabbly Connect, we're going to check whether the connection between the spreadsheet and Pabbly Connect is successful or not. And for that, what we are going to do is we are going to do the test submission of the form that we have created using Google Forms. For doing the test submission, what we have to do is to click on the send button on the top right corner. We have to click on this link button. We are going to copy this link from here, and we are going to open this link in a new tab right over here. So this is the form that I've created with the help of Google Forms, and we're going to do the test submission with the help of this form. Firstly, it is asking for the name of our customer. So for the name of my customer, I'm going to write it as testuser45. For the email over here, I'm going to write it as testuser45@pabblytunes.com. For the phone number over here, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number. After that, it is asking for the age. So for the age over here, I'm going to write it as 45. Okay. It is asking for the skin type. I'm going to select it as dry right over here. It is asking for what primary skin concerns you want. I'm going to write over here as wrinkles. It is asking for the skincare goals. I want to write the skincare goal as I want clear and bright skin. Okay. So these are the details right over here. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the submit button. As it says the response has been recorded, I'm going to open my Google Sheets. You can see that the record of that response has been captured in our Google Sheets, as you can see right over here, with the name of the person as testuser45, email as testuser45@pabblytunes.com. For the phone number, dummy mobile number, age as 45, over here with the skin type being dry, concerns as wrinkles, and the goal as I want clear and bright skin. So as the form submission is done, when we have captured the response of that form submission in our Google Sheets, I'm going to open my workflow. Now I'm going to scroll down, and yes, you can see right away in our Pabbly Connect workflow, we have also received the response. For the skincare goals being I want clear and bright skin, concerns being wrinkles, as you can see right over here, name as testuser45, for the phone number, double mobile number, skin type as dry skin, email as testuser45@pabblytunes.com, and age being 45. As the response is received, this means that Google Forms is now successfully connected to Pabbly Connect. This means our trigger setup is done. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step, as our objective is that whenever a form submission is going to be done by any of my customers using Google Forms, with the help of ChatGPT, I want to generate the content of the personalized email that I want to send to my customer who have done the form submission. So now we're going to set up our action step. And for the action application over here, I'm going to select it as OpenAI. I'm going to select over here my action application as OpenAI, and for the action event I'm going to select as ChatGPT. As with the help of ChatGPT we are going to generate the content. After selecting the action application and the event, I'm going to click on this connect button. After that a new window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection. After that over here it is asking for the token. If you want to have the access of the token, you have to follow this text given below in the help desk. Okay, you're going to click on this hyperlink and you will be forwarded towards a page on which you are going to find the key that Pabbly Connect is asking for. So for the token over here, I'm going to paste the token of my OpenAI account. So this is the token of my account, so I've pasted it right over here, and then I'm going to click on this save button. After connecting ChatGPT to Pabbly Connect, it's asking for us to select the AI model. I'm going to select the AI model over here as GPT-4. Okay. Next it is asking for the prompt. With the help of this prompt that we are going to enter right over here, we are going to generate the content, the personalized emails according to your requirement. So you need to enter the prompt over here according to your requirements. For the prompt for my business, I'm going to write it as... So this is the prompt that I've written. It says, I am an owner of a skincare brand, Natural Glow Skincare, that offers a range of products targeting different skin types and concerns. I want to send my customers personalized emails according to their submitted details like name. For the name, we have to enter the name. Their skin type is the skin type. The primary concern is the concern, and their skin goal is the goal right over here. So please generate a personalized email with the given details, and the subject of the email should not be included. My name is Demo Account and I am a sales representative. So this is the prompt for which I want to generate the content for. And for the details like the name, skin type, primary concern, and the goal right over here of the skincare, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how mapping works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field right over here, it says Google Forms new response. This was the previous step of this workflow, and as I'm going to click on it, this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. As over here it is asking for the name right over here. In the previous response we have received the name of our customer, have done the form submission. So what I'm going to do is from my previous response I'm going to select the state of the name right over here. As I've selected the data from my previous response, you can see that the data is mapped, and as I map the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly for the skin type, I'm going to map the data of the skin type right over here. So this is the skin type, I'm going to map it. The primary concern is, for the concern I'm going to map the data of the concern, and for the skincare goal I'm going to map the data of the goal right over here. Okay. This is the prompt for which I want to generate the content for. You need to enter the prompt right over here according to your requirement. Okay. So as the prompt has now been entered right over here and the model is selected, now I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. As I've clicked on the save and send test request button, you can see a response has been received. In the response, we've received the message content. So this is the content that is generated. As you can see right away, it says hello test user 45. This was the name of the customer who have done the form submission. I hope this message finds you well. My name is Demo Account. As a sales representative at Natural Glow Skincare, I am writing you to provide your solution designed especially for your skin needs. We understand that you have a dry skin and your primary concern is dealing with wrinkles. We believe that everyone is unique and so should be their skin routine. So this is the content you can see that is generated according to the prompt that we have given right over here. Okay, so this is the personalized email that is generated. So as the email has now been generated using ChatGPT, what we are going to do is we want to send this email to our customer who have done the form submission. So for that we're going to add another action step to this workflow by clicking on this plus button. And for the action application, as we're going to send the email with the help of Gmail, I'm going to select as Gmail. And for the action event, I'm going to select it as create draft. Okay, as we are generated the content using ChatGPT, I want to first create a draft so that my team can first review the content that is generated and then they can send that content to the customer who have done the form submission. Okay, it is very important to first review the content so that what is written in the personalized email that we are sending is correct or not, and then we are going to send that email. Okay, so for the action event, I'm going to select it as create draft. Okay, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A new window is going to appear, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection. After that, click on connect with Gmail. A new window is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for a permission. So I'm going to click on allow. As the save process in my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect, so I'm going to click on this allow button. As you can see that we successfully authorized Gmail to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for us to give the email subject. The subject of the email that we are forwarding to our customers. So for the subject of the email, I'm going to write it as your customized skincare recommendations await. So this is the email subject, as you can see right over here, that I want to send to all of my customers. It is asking for the recipient email address. On which email address do we want to send an email to? So for the recipient email address, I'm going to map the data of the email address right over here. Okay. It is asking for the CC and the BCC. I don't require the field, so I'm going to skip the part. Next, it is asking for the from email. From which email are we going to send the email to? So I've selected the email, as you can see right over here. Okay. Next, it is asking for the sender's name. So for the sender's name over here, I'm going to write it as Team Natural Glow Skincare. So this is the sender's name. Okay. It is asking for the reply to. I do not require the field, so I'm going to skip the part. For the email content type, you need to select the email content type of the email content that you're going to write in this field right over here. Okay. So for the email content type, I've selected it as plain. For the email content over here, I'm going to map the data of the content that is generated using ChatGPT. So I'm going to map the data of that content. Okay. It is asking for the signature. I do not require the field, so I'm going to skip the part. It is asking for the label IDs. So in my Gmail account, I've created a label in the name of skincare emails. And I want that whenever the email is going to be generated using ChatGPT, that email should be saved in this label right away. So what I'm going to do is, for the label ID over here, I'm going to select as skincare emails. Okay. So this is the label. It is asking the file names and the attachment. I do not require the field, so I'm going to skip the part. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. As you can see right over here, we've received a response, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my Gmail account and I'm going to check whether in my draft a new email has been created or not. For that, I'm going to open my Gmail account. As you can see right away, in our label skincare emails, a draft has been created. I'm going to open this draft message from here. You can see right over here, an email has been created for test user 45. As you can see right over, for the email as test user 45@pabblytudes.com. Okay, it says, hello test user 45. I hope this message finds you well. And this was the same email that has been created, personalized for this user right over here with the help of ChatGPT. So this means that we have successfully created an automation between Google Forms, ChatGPT and Gmail with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am an owner of a skincare brand and I've created a form with the help of Google Forms, with the help of which I collect the skincare consultations of my customers. So here my objective is that whenever by any of my customers a form submission is going to be done with the help of Google Forms, automatically what is going to happen, with the help of the form submission details, a personalized email is going to be generated for that specific customer who have done the form submission. And as the email is then going to be generated using ChatGPT, that email is going to be forwarded towards the customer who have done the form submission on their Gmail account. And for that, we have created this amazing automation between Google Forms, ChatGPT and Gmail with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.